What's going on, guys? Do another update video here. At least splice a few together. So what I'm doing, I'm setting up the rear suspension. I'm trying to get the rear end centered. Got most of it done. So anyways, we've been setting it centered up, front to back, side to side. I need to reset my height. I did take the washers or spacers out of the spring right now. Hopefully that's what I was having that problem with, that height, but I still got to measure it, got to put the wheel on. Today's July 4th, so I'm actually going to be done for the day. I got to go home and mow and get ready for some family plans. And so today's project was centering that rear end, and next will be setting the pinion angle, and we'll do that. I don't know if I'll do anything like that on video, but you know, we're getting closer to some street time. Get that set up, and next video we'll give some more updates on it, or next splicing, I should say. Anyways, hope you guys have a good July 4th, because it's going to be after that when this gets posted. And see you guys later. Alright, guys, do an update here. I think I'm happy with the pinion angle. I'm going to put the wheels back on it. I'm going to plumb bob the sides and make sure I'm still centered in the car. Just give me a second. Let me throw the wheels on there and we'll plumb bob this together. So once I got the tire on, realized that I did have the rear end off a little bit, so I did shift it over a little bit. It was hanging on this side. Now before, when I took the measurements, I did it off the axle studs themselves. So you got to make sure you got that rotor pushed up, so that's why I had lug nuts on it earlier. But right now I'm just doing it off the tire, and it looks, I'm going to have to go to the other side. I only got one of these, so sorry for the fan noise too, but it's hot out here. Now all I'm trying to do is get it in the center of the wheel. Stop shaking on it, and I'm trying to make sure it doesn't look like I'm really pushed out on the either side. I could probably come a hair this way. Maybe that's because it's shaking. I mean, it's almost, oh, I'm sorry. It's almost about the same that I could tell from that. I think I will take a measurement later on off the ground here. My suspension is pushed up, so I did notice with everything back in a line, I got some more wheel gap. So I may lower the control arms. I did test fit that slick to see if it would fit. It's a 28 by 10.5, and looks like there's plenty of gap. Even if I drop it one side, this side did measure, the height did measure different, but I'm gonna wait till I get it all on the ground to double check if I'm gonna put that shim back in there or not. I may put it back on the lift. I got to finish working on that, replacing the sway bar end links on it, but I'm gonna tidy up this, double check my pinion angle, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and move the control arm up a squat and see how it sits then, because this is almost factory gap, I would say, but again, I may regret this once I get it all on the ground and get the front suspension back to being loaded. Like I said, it is off the jack stands, sitting on a jack down underneath, so it is kind of compressed right now. Anyways, I'm gonna do this and I'll be right back. Alright, so I lowered the control arms here. figure out how this camera's gonna record. I moved it to the middle bolt on both sides. I did end up taking out all those. Now I am still short on this passenger side. I'm gonna take this one shim out over here, right there, yeah. And that's, yeah, thanks to the upper control arms for beating me up. I'm gonna take this one shim out, see how it sits on the ground. I know once I get in there, I'm gonna weigh it down a little bit on this side. I'm not a tiny guy, so it'd be okay to be maybe a little high on this side for now. And check that out. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and drop this shim out and get moving to the front half. Be back quick. Alright guys, I think I'm in a happy medium from now. I'm going to go ahead and lock all the suspension down and get to the front end, get it aligned, and get it all back on the ground. So wish me luck. We'll recap here in a little bit. Alright, we got it back on the ground here. So looks like it's sitting pretty good with these wheels and tires on it. I am going to have to put the spacers back in it. This side still seems to sit a little bit lower. But anyways, I'm going to have to put the wheel spacers back in if I ever run the drag tires. I did get it washed. Well, I take that back. It rained and I wiped it down. And yeah, that's that. But took it for a test drive. I'm gonna have to change my fan out. My fan isn't running very high. It really doesn't feel like it's pulling a lot of air. Let's see if I can get this side. So anyways, I'll end this update video for now. Hopefully I get the fan in next week, so I probably won't make anything new. I may work on this car. I'm supposed to be having a tune. The tuner's supposed to be sending me an email with the startup tune. If that happens, I'll get a startup tune or startup video on that one and get it uploaded. I got a few things, catch can, a couple other odds and ends stuff to put on. And so yeah, that's it. The update for this one about the rear suspension. And like I said, as soon as I get the fan put on there and I can get it running without overheating, I'm gonna get some more driving videos. So look forward to that. And like I said, we'll get to this one eventually here. Just waiting on a tuner, you know. Story of my life. It seems like I've always waited on a tuner to finish something. It's kind of why I'm gonna go back to old cars one of these days. Anyways, enough blabbing on. Hope you guys enjoy the video. See you guys next time.